One of the best advice that I can give a person who's trying to achieve their goal and pretty much change their body, their physique, transform themselves, is if that's what a person really want for themselves, if they really, really want it, then you have to work for it. Nothing good will ever come easy. If a person is not motivated to go to the gym, they really need to rethink their goal. Visualize yourself walking down the street or skateboarding or bicycling, and people who are passing by, they are actually admiring your body. Well, that says a whole lot about your dedication. Your body will speak more for you than words will ever do. My name is Lori Dillard. I'm from Austin, Texas. I am 47 years old. When I was a little girl, I started out playing sports, probably at the age of, probably on the elementary school level. I remember playing basketball in the schoolyard against the boys, and most of the time I was one of the top students that was picked on the team, and I hate to say it, but hey, I was pretty good. The funny thing about it is my parents were not athletic at all. My mom, she couldn't even dribble a ball if she wanted to. My dad, he probably couldn't even throw a football. And the amazing thing is they had 3 daughters that came out to be very athletic. That was very interesting. But here's the thing that really got us involved in sports. It was my aunts and my uncles. And from there, it just escalated into the neighborhood. And we did various different sports as well, such as football, basketball, bicycles. We used to ride our bikes to the park, different things like that. So that encouraged me at a young age throughout my high school years to be very successful in sports. One of my driving forces to be a bodybuilder was the fact that I was a collegiate athlete for so long. I attended Temple Junior College on a full scholarship and went on to Texas A&M University. When I played for Texas A&M University, I played basketball for one of my coaches. The head coach was Coach Lynn Hickey. It was a pretty interesting experience. It was the first time that I played on a collegiate level. I enjoyed it very much. It was very intense. There were many people that would come just to watch us play. Sometimes our games were aired on ESPN. Back then, it was the Southwest Conference. So that was a long time ago. That has since changed at that time. We were not winning as much as Texas A&M, the female basketball team is winning now, currently, but we were doing okay. There was another point in time in my junior college career where my coach secretly sent a letter or pretty much enrolled me in the program of the Olympics. And so they wrote back and accepted me. And they invited me up to try out for the United States Olympics. I went to try out. I actually did not make the Olympics, but I survived several cuts. We're talking about 500 girls trying out for only like 15 spots. That's pretty good to survive several cuts. But the best thing that actually came out of that whole thing was I did make the Olympic festival team, and we did win the silver medal. At one point after my college career, I started becoming very interested in women's full contact football team. I was very intrigued. I even asked my sister if she wanted to try out with me, and she said, Sure. So we both went out to try out and made the team. And man, it was an amazing experience, amazing experience. We actually had to put full padding on, helmets on, the uniform on. And the very interesting thing about it, the most challenging thing about it was, we never played football ever in our life as a little league, like young boys are able to play. So we had to learn all these different maneuvers and the various lingo that has to do with football, and that was very, very challenging. But we made it through, and actually we did pretty good. One of the things that I enjoyed the most was watching my body develop as we did strength and conditioning in order to play basketball at the Division I collegiate level. And that was one of the things that inspired me the most to encourage me to bodybuild. Becoming a female bodybuilder, it had its challenges. So sometimes it was very difficult. Sometimes it wasn't too complicated, but there were times where, I had my challenges. I think one of my biggest challenges was eating the right way. That is always the most difficult thing to do. The weight training, no problem. I had no problem going into the gym, lifting the weight, doing your leg days, doing your cardio, but the diet was very difficult. You couldn't eat hamburgers and pizza and drink sodas and go out and party all night because you need to get a good amount of sleep. But you do allow yourself one cheat meal, not even a whole cheat day. So you pick one meal out of 7 days where you can eat whatever you want to eat, because it's pretty strict diet. I mean, if you think about it, whatever you put in your body, it's gonna show when you get on stage. And when you're on stage not fully covered. So you have your skimpy little swimsuit on with your tan showing all of your definition, with the hot lights flashing on you, so you cannot hide anything. So if you think you're gonna pose on stage and that cheeseburger or that pizza is not gonna show, you got another thing coming, okay? Bacon, you can cut it out. No bacon, no toast, no bread, no milk, unless it's 1% milk. It's very, very strict. Oatmeal, no sugar, no butter, okay? Protein shakes, 2 or 3 of them a day. And you have to stop eating no later than 7 o'clock at night. Even if you get the munchies, you have to be a disciplined person if you want to win. Another big challenge when it comes to bodybuilding is cardio. Cardio, cardio, and more cardio. Yeah, I did not like cardio, but you had to make sure that you sweat and burn up those calories, lots of calories. And you have to drink plenty of water. So when you're losing water, you put water back into your body. Well, here's the interesting thing. The closer you get to showtime, you can't just drink regular water out of a faucet. A lot of times bodybuilders will take distilled water or water that it has very, very low salt or sodium in it, because it's very important for you to be able to show all of your definition, all your vascularity, the veins and the muscles and the cuts, the details, the chiseledness of the abs and the quads and the lats and the bis and the tris. That's very important, and you cannot see that if you're taking in a lot of fat and a lot of salt. Very important, very difficult. When I was doing my bodybuilding, there was one thing that I promised myself that I would never do, and that was to take any illegal drugs. It was important to me to not take any illegal drugs because I wanted to know that when I got on stage and I performed on stage and I showed the world my physique at its top-notch level, that it was strictly all natural. I didn't cheat. I didn't do anything illegal. I kept it real, and that goes a long way for me. One of the things that really made me feel good about what I was doing was the fact that everywhere I went, no matter what gym I went to, I had many people encouraging me. So no one ever put me down for trying to be a female bodybuilder. And at that time, female bodybuilders had made it pretty big at that time. Thanks to past bodybuilders like Rachel McGlish back in the day when Arnold Schwarzenegger was bodybuilding, they actually took a lot of criticism back then. And because they pressed through, women today were actually looked up to because of the foundation that they laid for us. So I've never experienced any negativity. But one of the main reasons that really got me into bodybuilding, and one of my main goals as far as achievement in bodybuilding, I strive to be a very healthy individual, and that meant a whole lot to me. So why not strive to be a healthy person, lifting weights, eating properly, getting the correct amount of sleep, drinking the correct amount of water, and it's a win-win. You're on stage, you're competing. You may win, you may not, but you still win in life because you're a healthy person. When I think back in my life about all the accomplishments I made, bodybuilding, collegiate athlete, the Olympic festival, trying out for the Olympics, all these various things that I actually was a part of, I'm very proud of myself and my accomplishments. I don't regret anything. It was probably the most proud I've ever been in my entire life. I'm sure it was the most fun that I've ever had in my entire life as well. The best advice I can give any woman who wants to participate in any sport that's predominantly a male sport is don't think twice, just go for it. In this day and time, women are able to do the same things, maybe on a different level, but they're able to do the same things that a lot of the men are doing in this world. So don't let certain thoughts, negative thoughts, slow you down or stop you from trying to achieve the things that you want to achieve. Pick and choose what you want to do, set that goal for yourself, and do whatever it takes to reach that goal. Hard work, dedication, eating right, being very disciplined. Watch the people you hang out with, because not everybody's going to be your friend. Not everyone is going to support you. There will be people who are going to try to destroy you because of jealousy and envy. Be very careful of that, but set your goals and go for it. Don't stop until you reach it.